As teachers, we see it all the time. Where in 100, the neck starts going overtime. And then eventually, a hand goes behind the head and there's even more collapsing. It's the point where then the legs gotta fall because the lumbar's getting pulled on. And then there's this general, fuck it. And nobody wants to come back to your class and they hate you. Now, the easy answer for why that's going on is there's not enough strength in the abdominals to make the spinal flexion that you need in the cervical and the thoracic. Yeah, basic anatomical truth, okay? So simple hands behind the head, therefore, then, to say, don't make it about lifting the throat, lifting the face. Make it about the exhalation that feels the contraction in the front body, drawing the ribs together and down. Just come to where you can, and then release that back down. Yeah, because if all we're trying to get at is the abdominal support, then yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. But guess what? You could be as strong as anything in your abdominals. The minute you add the pumping of the arms, if you haven't also taught the integration of the shoulder girdle onto the upper core and upper trunk, then the necks are going to keep bobbing around. Because if the shoulder girdle, not the shoulder joint, but the whole entire girdle, meaning the clavicle, the scapula, and the humerus, are not properly supported through the chest, the upper back, and your armpit muscles, your serratus, your lat, your rotator cuff, where all that comes together in there, if that support and integration isn't there so that you can isolate the pumping into just the shoulder joint, into just the movement of the humerus, once that instability is heard by your brain is going to start to think that your head's going to fall off, and it's going to start turning on muscles that you don't need and gripping, and it's not going to feel good. And that's why your clients are falling out of it and saying dirty things about you when they leave. So now again, you could put your hands behind your head. My ideal tool for helping with this is really a magic circle, but you're going to have to come to my seminar for that. Till then, grab a TheraBand, right? Now, I've seen too many videos where people pop the TheraBands in their faces. So to keep that from happening, wrap a TheraBand around both feet 1 or 2 times to where you really feel like it ain't going anywhere. And it's better if you do it without socks on. Now, you want a good amount of tension. So roll down and feed out the tension accordingly, but you want a good tension so that when you do, open the collarbone, put the head down and find a neutral spine. The tension in the band is actually pulling you into the connection of your lats, your serratus, and all your side core, okay? Because I'm neutral right now. I don't want to be too much in the front. I don't want it to be too much in the back. It's gotta be just right. From here, I'm just gonna do a bending in the knees where the band gets a little less taut, push back out. Making sure that there's not a letting go and a staying of a letting go, which will look like a whole rocking through the whole body. See where all of that is? Because I'm not connected to my upper core. I'm not. Now, the minute I put that work into the tricep and then start to find some back body holding me up tall, on an exhale, I'll scoop the knees back in. Exhale, push them back out. Inhale. And exhale. I did just reverse my breathing. Do you, whatever feels good, but you're looking for that stability and that feeling of you're getting taller towards the top of your spine. If you're not connected, then every time you move your legs, the reverb is going to move through your entire spine and you're going to wiggle all over the mat. So you're looking for that stability. Then, could it just be an opening of the arms while keeping consistent tension on the band? That means your lats never get to let go. The work of that lateral core never gets to let go. If you've been catching yourself saying, wrap into your armpits, wrap the tip of your shoulder blade around your ribs. I get what you're saying, but most of your clients aren't going to get what you're saying because it doesn't really make that much sense if you're, not a teacher, honestly. Now we're going to keep the tension on the band, and to do that, as we lift the head and engage the upper abdominals, really all the abdominals, to keep tension in the band, the arms are going to lift. The upper abs are going to deepen, drop back and down. And then as I roll back down, to keep tension in the band, I have to open the collarbone, come back into that tall, active neutral. Curving up, ribs activating. Now if I'm not reaching and lifting up in the band, and you're going to feel the weight of the arms up to the scoop of the abs back and in, if you don't feel that, what you have is a collapse. So if I start pumping from here, oh God, that's so uncomfortable. Whereas if I lift up into the band and I can feel the abs scoop back, I can find that the pump is really up in here. And that's how you start to build the stability of your arms, the strength of your abs, and the ability to support your neck in the 100 with just a simple TheraBand. Now let's put some spring on it.